Welcome to Truths, Proofs, and Firewater Reviews. I'm your host, Lindsay, and this is John, risking his liver to discover new whiskeys.
Do you know what pisses me off? iOS updates. They piss me off.
Anyway, so moving along here, we're trying something kind of different.
I haven't seen anyone do this. Saw Javier just did a bottled and bond shootout, but he had the idea to do a Heaven Hill bottled and bond shootout. It's their normal mash bill. What is it? 78 corn,
10 rye,
10
12%
rye,
malted barley.
And that's the same mash bill for all 5 of these. That's the same for Elijah Craig, Fighting Cock. Everything bourbon Heaven Hill has the same mash bill, which is crazy because they're all totally different.
Yeah. You look at something like Dant or
They're all
Fighting
good.
Cock, and they're good, but then you look at that and it's the
Fighting
same thing
Cock's
as
one of the most underrated
Elijah Craig.
bourbons
It's
out
weird.
there.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
There is some color difference,
Slight
though.
color discrepancies.
I do know what bottles they are. She's just blinding me, and I'm going to put them in order of what's best.
And we're going to go from there.
We'll spit some facts.
So, John is going to be tasting... He does not know what are in the glasses. I poured them and shuffled them around. So we have Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. We have Jts Brown, J.W. Dant, Evan Williams, and Henry McKenna. 10-year. So I'm excited to see what happens. Henry McKenna we do not have a bottle of. We got from our good friend Mike out in Philadelphia.
While I go through and get used to all these, what are the stipulations for bottled and bond?
So bottled and bond has to be aged at least 4 years in a, what is it? A
New Charter Oak?
No, what kind of...
Federally bonded?
Federally bonded
Which
warehouse.
I'm 99% sure all warehouses are bonded.
And then it has to be a new charred oak, and it has to be put down in the same distillation year with the same distiller. So that can be either the spring or the fall, but it all has to be the same. So kind of interesting. That's the stipulations of it. Now they did this, the Bottled and Bond Act was enacted in 1897. And it was by Colonel E.H. Taylor. Back in the day, John and I have told you guys this story before, I'm pretty sure, so we're going to do the snippet version of it. But Colonel Taylor was having issues with people that were putting like rusty nails and stuff into their
tobacco
liquor.
spit, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, anything to give it some color or make it look better than the other guys. And unfortunately, it was killing people. So Taylor said, no, we're not doing that.
These all smell the same.
I was a little nervous for just a second.
I was going to try to go for 5.
No. So Colonel Taylor got a little sick and tired of people dying because people were being stupid. So he created an act, which is the Bottled and Bond Act, where you have to be certain specifications or you can't sell. So, and it's just been pushed from there. So if you buy a Bottled and Bond bourbon, no matter if it's $10 or it's $10,000, you're getting those 4 stipulations.
You forgot about the 5th one.
What?
Has to be from one of the big 3. Jim Beam, Heaven Hill, or Buffalo Trace.
Oh, and it has to be 100 proof.
I'm just kidding. I made it up.
I know. John's a lion.
There's more than big 3. I forgot. There's Wild Turkey. I should have said big 4.
Jack Daniels came out with theirs last year too.
Yeah, they did.
Anyways, so Bottled and Bond is pretty near and dear to John and I's hearts. We've been picking up a few of them along the way. We picked up a couple. I just cracked our Dant and our Brown.
And Heaven Hill.
We've had them for a while. Yeah, and our Heaven Hill.
I have had Dant before. I've had Evan Williams.
McKenna.
And McKenna. I'm not a fan of McKenna. That's one bourbon. It's a single barrel. Every single one is different. That's the only single barrel we have. Yeah. Well, I got them in order of what smells best. They're all about the same. These 2 are the 2 best smelling. These 2 are pretty good smelling, and this one just smells like young corn. Don't know why this is the youngest. smelling. It's not great.
Okay.
This one's got cornbread. What's that bread that it's got like a sugar top? You bake it and it with like sugar on top, and it like makes it a little bit crunchy on top.
Like coffee cake?
Yeah,
Pound
kinda. I don't know.
I don't know. There's like, I mean, there's sweetbreads that are like, some of them have that. I know
Can't think
some
of what it
people put
was.
cinnamon sugar on top of like their cinnamon swirl bread. But
It's awful. They're all just kind of simple. This one might be the most complex right here. It's got the caramel, vanilla, cinnamon, like a roasted corn. I got almost corn in almost all of them, and I don't usually get corn. Maybe I'm just thinking about corn. There's a little floral.
you're kind of corny.
This one, these two are definitely the most oakiest.
The most oakiest.
Yeah, that's what I said.
He meant what he said, and he said what he meant.
I think this one's the oakier smelling one. I can't really put in order. This one's fruity. That's the only one that sticks out as fruitiness to me. I'm going to have trouble keeping track of these when I'm editing.
I mean, I know what they are. That's okay.
That one's a little fruity too. This one smells like Evan Williams. I don't know if it's because it's in the Evan Williams glass.
You're just getting
It's got
Evan
that-
Williams vibes.
Fruitiness. It's got a little bubble gum on there.
Your bubblegum.
I don't know. There is oak on that one too. This one has a sweetness like a rock candy. Do they put flavorings in rock candy?
That's how you make rock candy.
Well, I thought it was just sugar and
Sugar, water,
color.
corn syrup, and dye. It's
Well, what's the
it's
flavor?
Lorraine flavoring, so it's
Lorraine?
whatever. It's a very concentrated, like those little. I have them in the house.
Mm.
Those little teeny vials of oil.
It smells like rock candy, but I didn't know they each had their own flavor.
Oh yeah, I know what one that is, and I mean obviously I know what one that is.
Maybe
but
like watermelon.
when I smelled it, I was like,
Watermelon, not Jolly Rancher. That's the best watermelon. Like
I'm
the
gonna-
Ouch bubblegum, wasn't that watermelon?
yeah, they had a watermelon one. Those little metal tins. Those are my favorite.
Band-Aids. Would you want to chew on Band-Aids?
No, that's gross.
They all smell pretty good except this one. I'm just gonna leave that one over there. You remember that Old Crow smell? It's got that very young, weird. That's what that is similar to. I'm gonna early guess that one's brown.
When I opened that and I smelled them when I opened them. That's what I thought. I'm like, whoa, this is some Old Crow.
Yeah, these two are definitely in the lead for the best smelling. These two are pretty good. Actually, really good. And this one's just not my thing. This one's got that young corn, like green wood. Like it's just cut down and it doesn't have all the tannins out. It's not sweet. It's not dry. It's just...
Fresh cut wood.
Yeah. It smells good when you're cutting it, just not in a bourbon. I want deep sweet wood. Maybe even drier nutty wood.
Okay.
Doesn't have it. But even with that being said, it's not really that bad. It's not Old Crow bad. Yeah. Okay, let's go on a taste. We'll go left to right. Is that left? No, that's right. Are we going right to left?
For them, yeah. Left to right for us, right to left for them.
We're going left to right for somebody. I know that.
Yeah, what he said.
That one's like the smoothest one of them all. It's weird thinking these are all 100 proof because some of them are hotter. These three have a cinnamon candy note to them. This one more the hearts that you get in Valentine's Day. They're spicy. This one's those cinnamon discs. They're more sugary but has a little spice. I don't remember what this one was.
Jalapeno.
This one is like, It's like apple cinnamon moonshine. You know, like when you're making moonshine with like Everclear and put apple juice, apple cider, and a cinnamon stick in there. Kind of what that reminds me of. This one's the oakiest for sure. Is it the color oakiest? Can't really tell.
Yeah, I feel like this one's
That
the
one's
darkest.
clearly the darkest. These ones are all pretty similar. But that one is clearly the darkest wood, sweet wood on there. These three are really similar. I'm kind of surprised. This one has to be either Heaven Hill or McKenna. I'm going to say that one's probably McKenna. Just knowing that it's 10 years. This one has like the like a jalapeno pepperiness.
You're tasting them, not me.
I'm thinking it's got like that black pepper. It doesn't taste like jalapenos, but you know that prickliness you get
From a jalapeno?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got orange peel in there. None of them. This one's the only one that's as sweet as I wanted it to taste.
Citrusy jalapenos.
This one I got clove, cinnamon.
That's the one you got like the candy hearts on.
Yeah.
I tried that and it's just like sweet cinnamon candy. It's not like.
It's got the vanilla in there. Caramel, but it's more like a creamy caramel. It's more vanilla caramel. It's not like a heavy caramel.
Vanilla pudding?
No, like caramel, not vanilla.
Like actual caramels?
Yeah, but you know how like Cowtail's not super caramely, but it's more vanilla.
Caramel.
It's more vanilla than that is. I can't think of what that would be.
Like a vanilla Tootsie Roll?
Yeah. Well, the first one had my favorite note out of all of them. It had butterscotch chips. Like when you're baking, you put them in there.
I make scotcheroos with them.
Yeah. I don't like scotcheroos, sorry.
Well, you don't have to.
And I don't want this one to be my favorite because I'm pretty sure it's McKenna, but it tastes the best.
Well, you're not supposed to.
That one's going to be number one. I know. I've never been a fan of McKenna though, but Bud sent us a sample and it was a pretty good barrel. The ones I buy always seem to be
crap. The samples we get from other people seem to be good. Maybe they just send Michigan the crappy barrels.
The orange peel in that one's throwing me off because I don't like that taste. I like candied orange peel, but when you get that bitter orange peel, have you ever had candy orange peel?
Yep.
I like it. It's weird.
Pretty sure you've made it before.
I've never made it. I like the texture that it gets when it's in like a jelly.
I don't like that. We have them in our scones. Our orange scones have orange peel in the batter and in the frosting. Sometimes I get a chunk of it and I'm like, what? Nope.
Yeah.
That's a texture but I also don't like that on an orange. So.
I'm actually going to put that second, this one third. Even though I drank the most out of that one, apparently. I was having trouble getting stuff out of that one for a minute.
Okay.
I'm going to be tipsy by the end of this video.
Yeah, well, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. You got this.
This is the one with the cinnamon discs. These are pretty smooth for 100 proof. Except the one with jalapeno. That's weird.
That one's just odd.
This one's got a creamy vanilla to it. I feel like I'm just all over the place. This one's... Oh, I don't like this one. It's got to be the Jts Brown because I've had Dant before and I liked it. I don't mind Evan Williams. I just got sick of it. That one still tastes like green wood. It's clearly the youngest out of all of them. You ever bought vanilla extract and forgot to put the cap on and it's in the cupboard?
No.
And then you go to use it because you think it's good, but it's not good. That's what that tastes like.
Well,
I know that from experience.
I get the little caps.
Yeah. All right. So my final.
Final.
That one's bitter. Like someone took some perfume and just sprayed it in there. It's got something weird in there.
Okay.
Like orange pith.
What's that?
The white part of the orange.
Blech.
Like if you just took a handful of the white part and threw it in your mouth.
Y'all want to know why I don't eat oranges? It's because of the pith. I can't do it.
All right. So my final ranking. That one's a clear number 1. These are pretty close to 2 and 3. I'm going to leave them in that order. This one is 4 and this one is like 32nd.
Okay, well, I'm going to start from this end.
Okay, let me guess. This one's going to be JTS
yeah, let's
Brown.
see. Let's go with your guesses. What do you think?
JTS Brown.
Yes. So, number 5 is JTS Brown, named after John Thompson Street.
Brown, who was actually brother of George Garvin Brown, like Old Forester.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you that when
No,
we
you
were
didn't.
doing notes.
So, it's obviously at least 4 years old. We're not going to go through that stuff
Surprisingly.
again.
If I didn't know that was bottled in bond, I'd guess that was 2. It's not good.
This is $10 to $15 depending
Pretty
on
sure
where
we
you were
paid
at.
$8.99.
I think we did too.
But that was a couple years ago.
It was cheap. All right, number 2, or what? Number 4.
This one I had trouble with.
Come on, you only got 4 bottles. Guess.
See, it tastes like it has more age than these two, so I'm gonna guess one that I got sick of. Evan Williams bottled and bound.
Yep. So Evan Williams Bottled and Bond was introduced in 2012. Not age statement. According to Heaven Hill brand ambassador Bernie Lubbers, it is a 5-year.
Evan Williams has always been known to be a little more extra age than the competition.
Mm.
So usually, like
They
Jim
do a
Beam is
little-
4 years,
yeah.
Jack Daniels is 4 years. Their black label is actually 5 to 6.
They do a good job.
Yeah, I never was
Williams
a
is,
fan of the black label.
Yeah, but the white label's good. Their single barrel's
It's
good.
decent. I like it more in like an old fashioned because it
Yeah.
is. It's got that bitterness.
That's
I don't
like
know
my
why.
camping. When I'm at the camper,
It's
that's
really
the one
good
I
with
like
Coke
to
in
drink
it.
with Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, number 3.
That is where it's gonna get tough. It's good, but still debating if I want it in 3rd or 2nd.
Well, you gotta make a choice. The people are waiting.
Well, I drank more of it, so I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Guess
I
for
don't know
number
which one
3.
did I just sip last.
I don't know.
Spicy. I'm so indecisive. Why do we do videos like this?
I don't know. Sorry, guys. 15 minutes of John just shuffling shit around.
So hot on that one. I like that spiciness. It's unique. All right. This one's number 3. I'm going to say that one's Dant.
Well, I'm gonna say you're wrong.
What?
That one is Heaven Hill.
Why?
Zowie. 7-year-old. It says it on the label. This is a 7-year-old.
I wouldn't guess it's 7-year-old.
I wouldn't either. I mean,
It's
it's
got
got
some
nice
wood.
color to it,
Yeah.
but you know.
So
So
that one is what, $40?
yeah.
It
We
was
don't get it up
rebranded
here.
a couple years ago. They discontinued it for a year or two.
And
It
brought
was a
it back.
6-year white label. It looked like this one, but in the Heaven Hill bottle.
Yeah.
We never got it here, so I never got to try that. That was always touted as like the best bargain. It was like
Yeah.
$15, $20, and 6-year age stated, and
Yeah.
they discontinued it, and people got pissed. We got this in Chicago. I think it's a little overpriced for what that is.
I
But-
think yes.
These two were super close, so that means this one's gonna be Dant.
Yes.
Which I'm not surprised because Dan actually surprised me like crazy. That's my second bottle.
Yeah. Dan we got what? It's like $15, $12.99, $13.99, something like that.
Yeah, it was
super cheap, and it's actually pretty decent. And it's interesting because he was said to use hollowed out tree trunks for his distillation because stills were too expensive, which is, I mean, I think is hilarious, but that's just me. But I'm kind of surprised you put him in second, so there's that. But that means that number one is our 2019 Barrel 9202 Henry McKenna.
That was a clear first, too. Maybe because I like more aged whiskey. I like a higher age on them.
Maybe. I don't know.
I really thought it would be... I thought it was going to be Heaven Hill, McKenna, Evan Williams, Dant, and then this one. So that's kind of surprising.
Switched it up. So this is 10 years. It is age stated. It's depending on where you're at, between $40 and $60. Here
it is $60
$60
here. When we were first getting into whiskey, it was $40 here. Back when I was drinking other stuff, I always seen it on the shelf. I never tried it. It was like $25 to $30 back when we met.
Back when we had Weller on the shelves.
I always thought the bottle was ugly, so I never bought it. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a bourbon by its bottle, but...
So it's the only extra-aged single-barrel bourbon on the market. And Henry McKenna was born...
Extra-aged single-barrel bottled and bond on the market.
Okay, bib. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway. Well, lots of surprises. Lots of interesting finds.
Not really happy with the price on this one. I mean, it's a nicer bottle, and it's pretty cool to see on the shelf, but...
I was kind of surprised. I thought that you would like that one a little bit more. We had a lot more hype about it, so I don't know. We'll see. But there you have it, guys. There's the Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond lineup.
So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.